Trojan marching band doing what the Trojans have been doing. That's marching and dancing and singing all over the field. John Saunders, Craig James, and Doug Flutie. If you're going to beat a team like USC, you're going to need a little bit of luck, and you're going to have to make some luck of your own. Illinois did neither.
Yeah, when it jumps out there and it's an opportunity for you, you better jump on it here. You know, when Ron Zook goes back and looks at the film, this will be a team where they look and say, hey, in the first half, we had a chance. This early in the ball game, the ball that was hit, the ball comes out, and it's one of those 50-50. Is it a fumble or not? But that's an opportunity they could have had. And then the missed field goal. You just can't afford not to collect points early in a game when you're down there and they're given to you. In my opinion, though, this ball game all hinges on this fact here. Juice Williams is not running the spread like it's supposed to be run. He's not a threat to run the football. He has got to take the football and make yards with it with his legs and beat the linebackers. If he doesn't do that, they're going to stonewall Rashard Mendenhall, and they'll go nowhere with this offense.
On the flip side of that, USC's been aggressive on defensive control and getting the ball back in John David Booty's hands, moving the football, especially early on, making it look easy. They ran some bootlegs here. Chauncey Washington takes it in from 8 yards out on the pass from Booty. They made it look easy early. They came out, had their best scripted plays, came out with a double pass. Green looks like a quarterback, takes a big shot, just lays it out for the touchdown. It looked easy. The flip, I can do without the flips. Kick that kid off the sideline. Don't let him play the rest of the game as far as I'm concerned. But USC, they're faster, quicker out on the field, both offensively and defensively controlling the pace of the game.
Sometimes, you know, you can sit there and you can talk all the X's and O's that you want to talk. But when one team is superior to the other team, there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you're at a different level of football.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about what second half adjustments Illinois can make. We're also going to talk about the other New Year's Day games here as we continue on the Pontiac G8 Halftime Report.
The Pontiac G8 Halftime Report, brought to you by the first ever G8 from Pontiac, the official performance machine of the NCAA.
You hear car, and what comes to mind? Okay, that's not car. And it's not 2 tons of metal, glass, and rubber. Car, the reason you got your license in the first place. The way you felt about your first car. It makes a kid pick up a crayon. And toy companies make these out of one of these. Car is why we'll stop for a chase scene. Or go just to go. It's back seats and rear-wheel drive. Car is passion, emotion, and yes, even a little vanity. Because unlike other vehicles, car is all about you. And car is what makes a Pontiac a Pontiac. Whether it's the Solstice GXP, G6 GXP Coupe, or coming this spring, the first ever Pontiac G8 GT, the most powerful car under 30 grand.
Excellence means one thing. We need to be always striving to be better, always striving to hire faculty that will raise the level of the institution, always striving to deliver a better product. The University of Illinois is one of the nation's great public universities, and on our watch, it's getting even better.
What if we could choose students with the highest character, intellect, talent, and a drive for the greater good? Students whose grades and SATs tell only a fraction of their story. What if we could choose students who could go anywhere? At USC, we can and do choose these students. In turn, they've made this university better, rising farther and faster than any other in national rankings. For that, we'd like to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Pontiac G8 Halftime Report. 21-3 is the score at halftime. Chauncey Washington punching this one across, showing his power to get into the end zone, and that's part of that 21-3 lead. John Saunders, Craig James, and Doug Flutie. More on that game in a moment. But other games being played today, or actually they're not being played right now. They're actually already done. But the Capital One was one of those games. Lloyd Carr on his way out as head coach, and incoming is, as Craig called him, the happiest man in the building.
That's
Rich
a cheerleader,
Rodriguez.
man. Rich Rodriguez is thinking, holy mackerel, I get this football team. Tim Tebow early on. Just a matter of getting the ball to the outside. Great receivers that get the ball ball in the end zone.
Andre Caldwell there. Percy Harvin, little trick here around the end, takes it in. Harvin, 13 carries for 165 yards and a touchdown. It was 35-31, but then Chad Henne finds Adrian Arrington.
It was a downfield passing by Chad Henne, threw a few posts for touchdowns, came back at the end of the ballgame to take the lead with just under 2 minutes to go.
Lloyd Carr comes out with a victory in his final game. Outback, another Big Ten team, Wisconsin facing Tennessee. Eric Ainge, 31 yards to Brad Cotton. And he goes in for the touchdown. 21-7 is the lead for Tennessee. Tyler Donovan had a rough day and a good day.
He had a rough day. He got hit a whole lot, but he was very tough and resilient. Comes in for the touchdown pass to start to get Wisconsin back in the game. But their defense had to really step up here at the end of the ball game. Donovan with a chance to go in and maybe for a touchdown to win it. The receivers got to go make a play for the football. Defensive back wins the battle, so does Tennessee.
Gator Ball. Mikael Simpson, 96-yard touchdown here. This is an NCAA bowl record. Look at the speed breakaway.
Absolutely amazing. 96-yard touchdown run. The Virginia defense, 2 safeties on the day. They controlled the pace of the game all the way down into the fourth quarter.
And then the final seconds of the game, Alex Strelica, 41-yard field goal to win the game for Tech.
Yeah, Tech last year had a huge comeback in a bowl win, so now 2-0 under some pretty extreme. They were down 28-14.
In the fourth.
Cotton Bowl. Arkansas's quarterback Casey Dick. His pass is tipped by Sean Weatherspoon. Intercepted by William Moore. He returns at 26 yards, 28-0. But it was Tony Temple's day, 40 yards here.
Doug and I are sitting here throughout the day saying, man, Temple again, how many yards does he have? 280-plus yards. That's a record. 4 touchdowns, a record. The guy was running all over Arkansas. He looked like Darren McFadden today. McFadden didn't look like McFadden. Neither did Arkansas. Missouri, a BCS quality type team, should have probably been in a BCS bowl game.
You know, we're usually talking about Chase Daniel in the passing game, and Tony Temple averaging over 12 yards a carry today. It's amazing effort up front.
You talk about Missouri being a team that probably belonged in a BCS game. There's a lot of people that have argued that maybe Illinois didn't belong in a BCS game. Certainly towards the end of the second half, they got that field goal to get back in the game, but they have clearly been outmatched.
Well, Eddie McGee may come in at quarterback. You know what? And you heard Coach Zook talk about that. You got to make a change. The example I gave you earlier about Juice Williams not running the football is real. 1st and 10, and they're over there, and they have a chance. He throws the ball out of the end zone. It's not 2nd and 10. Then he runs finally. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, it could have been 2nd and 5. You just got to have a quarterback with that type of offense that beats the defense, and he hadn't been doing it.
I think the major problem is there's no pass threat. They need to get some 1st and 2nd down passing. USC, even their corners are playing run first. Everyone's flying up to the line of scrimmage. I think you need to be able to have a downfield passing attack, at least a threat to throw the ball in order to open it up for the running game.
And the other thing that I think of here in this deal, if we're in the locker room with our teammates, I would say to them, look, fellas, it's 21-3. Let's go out and have fun. Let's not press, but let's play competitively. I didn't see a sting about Illinois. I didn't see a feistiness about them on the football field.
They did have a few sacks. They did make a few plays on D. Early on, they looked shell-shocked, but then they started to come around.
They do have a good defense. Defense has done a heck of a job for Illinois.
That's right. 21-3 is the score, although it could have been much worse. More halftime coming up after this.
Appalachian State is a finalist for the Pontiac Game-Changing Performance of the Year. The Mountaineers have already won a $5,000 scholarship from Pontiac for this block field goal to upset Michigan. Vote now at Pontiac.com/NCAA to help decide the winner of the $100,000 Pontiac Game-Changing Performance of the Year, which will be announced at the BCS National Championship game January 7th.
There are 380,000 NCAA student athletes. And most of us will go pro
in something other than sports.
In something other than sports. Go to ncaastudent.org to find out how.
10 elite universities stretching across 4 western states. Steeped in the values of academic excellence, driven by the mission of being the nation's premier athletic conference. The destination for student athletes competing at the highest level. The Pac-10, the Conference of Champions.
Dig. When the Big Ten hits, the fans get seismic.
They're waiting for the tip-off.
The ball beat on painted wood, the 1,000 thumps pounding primal.
Big Ten excitement distilled into 40 hungry minutes.
A tradition of epic competition where diehards play even harder.
Bumping game speed to blur. Every fan's voice hits maximum scream.
Every player speaks fluent love of the game, and when the final buzzer sounds,
every ounce of energy
has been turned into magic. Magic.
Hi, I am Dustin.
And I'm Chuck.
Special Olympics has empowered me and my friends not only to be great athletes, but leaders in our community.
If you're a fan of sports that create unity, athletes who inspire, coaches who develop character, and connections that foster acceptance, then you're already a fan of Special Olympics. Thank you, City, ESPN, and the Tournament of Roses for inviting us here today. And we invite all of you to become a fan. Visit SpecialOlympics.org.
Here at the Rose Bowl. The University of Illinois Marching Band performing here at halftime with Illinois trailing 21-3. So let's listen in under the direction of Pete Griffin. The second half of the Rose Bowl game, presented by City, right after this message.
The Pontiac G8 Halftime Report, brought to you by the first ever G8 from Pontiac, the official performance machine of the NCAA. We'll be back with the second half after this word from our ABC stations.
Someone is tossing paddles in the stream somewhere. Someone is standing at the foothills of their dreams, and someone got a paintbrush is painting over doubts. Someone opened up his eyes and saw the sun coming out.
Our employees invest time, and we invest money in our communities for a very simple reason. We live here too.
Someone is finding the
Bank of America, Bank of Opportunity.
California fire chiefs strongly support the state's new gaming agreements with 4 Southern California Indian tribes. The tribes agreed to pay California a much higher percentage of their gaming revenues, providing billions to help fund fire and emergency response and other public services statewide. Our state faces serious budget problems, so we really need these new revenues. The California Fire Chiefs Association supports new Indian gaming agreements. They're good for public safety, good for local communities, and good for our state. Thank you.
We'll be right in. One last time.
Your brother Chuck.
Charles.
His wife Lisa was on Jeopardy.
But don't talk about that.
Ooh, the change jingler.
Uncle Phil.
And your dad ex-cop.
Perfect.
Yeah?
Let's go.
Mr. Oliver.
Adam, I've heard so much about you. You don't mind if I give you a little check here, do you? How are you? How was the traffic coming over, all right? Hey, everybody, look who's here.
Photo slideshows, blazing Wi-Fi internet, and music. All on the new Shadow. T-Mobile. Stick together.
All the Rose Bowl highlights live today, right after the game.
Was the cry for help that moved us all. Sunday.
Tom and the kids are buried under that rubble.
Desperate Housewives returns, all new.
This could end badly.
If my kids are alive, they would be yelling.
After this night, everyone's life on Wisteria Lane will be changed.
Why can't we hear them?
An all-new Desperate Housewives, Sunday at 9, 8 Central, followed by a new series preview of Kashmir Mafia on ABC. This is Eli Stone, high-powered attorney. He thought he had it all. Great job, cool car, the perfect fiance. Until he heard the music.
It's coming from the living room.
On Thursday, January 31st, ABC brings you an incredible new series.
There are those who are sent to us to help us find our way. Some people call them prophets.
I don't believe in that stuff.
About what happens when life takes a detour.
Are you okay?
And destiny comes into focus.
What's wrong with you, Eli?
Well, maybe nothing's wrong with me. Maybe something's finally right.
What if who you are isn't who you're supposed to be?
Ask yourself if you've ever believed in anything without absolute proof. That's called faith.
Oh, I gotta.
You will believe. Eli Stone. Series premiere Thursday, January 31st, 10, 9 Central on ABC.
We welcome you back to the Rose Bowl game presented by Citi with USC of the Pac-10 leading Illinois of the Big Ten 21-3. And we get ready, Kirk Herbstreit with Juice Williams warming up down there on the sideline. He has got work to do here. 79 total yards for their offense.
We're watching him warm up throwing the football, and maybe we'll see more of that in the second half. He threw for 55 yards in the first half. 39 of those came on that final 2-minute drive when they moved the ball down the field. So it's been a one-dimensional attack for Juice Williams and this Illinois offense. Our Home Depot coaching adjustments are they've got to get the ball vertical. They've got to get it downfield because SC has locked into Juice Williams and Mendenhall in the first half and really forced Illinois to play in a position where they're in a discomfortable position offensively. And the way to get back in this game, if you're Illinois, you're kicking off to John David Booty and USC. They've got to make another big play on defense to get the ball back to Juice Williams to see if they're ready to make the adjustments.
Jason Reeder kicks off to start the second half. Desmond Reed, who scored one of their 3 touchdowns for the Trojans, is short of the 20-yard line. And we check in down below with Lisa Salters. Lisa?
Well, Brent, I just spoke to Pete Carroll, and he told me that he likes the way his team is flying around on defense. And he said offensively we're playing solidly as well, but we have to execute in this second half. We've got to keep the pressure on Illinois. I was able to talk to Patrick Turner on the way out of the locker room. You know that Patrick isn't playing in this game, but I asked him what Carroll told the guys in the locker room, and he said he just told the guys, don't let up. Don't wait around to see what happens in this game. Keep pounding these guys. Brent?
So on the first play, you could see Turner, who's not even in uniform here today. Did not play much down the stretch. Had been their leading receiver for a time. And Davis with a big first down to start the second half. And they get him going against Jay Lehman that time.
Well, that is exactly the way USC wants to attack this Illinois offense, is spread them out and allow the tight end, the best in the country, and Fred Davis to get one-on-one in space against Jay Lehman. SC will take that matchup every single time because of the speed and versatility of Freddie Davis.
Center Matt Spanos leads him up out of the huddle. Davis won the Mackey Award as the best tight end in college football this year. Booty, pocket stays clean, comes right back to him. And Davis across midfield, 2 catches, and they feature the senior from Toledo.
So in this type of offense, where you're under center, you've got a tight end, you've got 2 backs, 2 receivers. For the most part, this West Coast offense, you can still spread out a defense horizontally and vertically by your formations and by your route running. First 2 plays, it's exactly what Steve Sarkisian wants. The adjustment is spread them out, attack the Illini defense in the interior against those linebackers.
So 18 and 15 yards to open the second half. Booty with a deep drop, got a man open. Fires high and in, complete, and curling was David Osbury.
But he'd love to have that one back, because first 2 plays attacking the middle of that Illinois defense. Illinois very conscious of that, so it opened up the outside. It was a good read, just a poor throw that time by John David.
Vidal Hazelton checks in. Dale Thompson, the other tight end. Rachel and Byers, the guards. Down in that offensive line. Here's Chauncey. He is stacked, and this will bring up 3rd and long. So Britt Miller, the junior from Decatur, leading the D that time.
Yeah, this defensive line, it's really the strength of the Illinois defense. And I want to reiterate, they're a defensive front that loves to take chances by slanting, and they continue to guess right. This time they slanted in the exact same direction that Washington was running the football, and he had nowhere to go.
You know, we have not even mentioned Martez Wilson yet. He's one of the finest young linebackers in the Big Ten. Number 2, recruited out of the Chicago area. He is just now checked in. 3rd down and 11. Receiver fell, and it'll be 4th down. It was Davis was the intended target. And there you see Martez on the field. He is a young man with a tremendous upside. 6'4", 236, came out of Simeon High School.
Without a doubt, the most gifted, physically the most gifted player on the Illini defense. Just a young player. They were hoping to try to get him 30 snaps today.
Warren is back deep. Fields it on one hop and snagged at the 11-yard line. Sharice Wright, number 24, making a fine tackle for the Trojans.
Oh my goodness. It's the kind of place you need to know someone to get in. But we finally got reservations. The service was fantastic. The wine list was phenomenal. Thanks. And the food was tiny.
It's like elf food.
Oh gosh, I'm so hungry. So we got some more. A lot more.
Whatever your story is, your Citi card can help you write it. Citi, let's get it done.
Treadmill on.
Blinds closed.
Door open?
Not everything responds to your voice like Sync. Introducing Sync.
Play artists, The Strokes.
Voice activate your MP3 player, Bluetooth phone,
Call home.
Hello, and more. Sync, powered by Microsoft, exclusively on new Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury vehicles.
I don't think you're supposed to put coins in there.
Want to get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet Specials, you can fly to over 60 destinations nationwide for just $49 to $99. Purchased by January 21st.
You are now free to move about the country. It's the cry for help that moved us all. Sunday, the aftermath on an all-new episode.
Why can't we hear them?
An all-new Desperate Housewives. Sunday at 9/8 Central on ABC. Start here.
This ESPN production available on ABC HD, presented by Olivia. Oh, yeah. Young fans enjoying the action here. Happy New Year to everybody. We start 2008. Hard to believe it came around that quickly, huh? Here we go now. We'll see what the Illini can do down 21-3. Can they generate some kind of an offense? rushed for only 24, passed for only 55 in that first half. Open up with 9 yards, and I will tell you that Jeff Cumberland, the 6'5" receiver from Columbus, and here we go, throwing on first down.
Throw that football on 1st and 10 and throw it to 17 and White. The guy can get out there and make plays. These first half drives, not pretty. Not only the punts, missed field goal opportunity after the big interception, and then late after the 11-play drive, most of it through the air, 39 of it through the air. Field goal attempt where they weren't able to come up with a touchdown, but I like it. First play of the second half. I know they're down. At least they're throwing the football.
Run for the first down. Mendenhall breaks it. Got a wide receiver out in front to block for him. Going for the end zone. Touchdown, Illini.
Brent, 79 yards on the carry that time for Mendenhall. The pass on the first play, and then a great read this time by Juice Williams has Rivers out of position. And what speed by Mendenhall in the open field. Remember that defense that he's running against there in the open field, and he left most of them behind him. Illinois and Mendenhall putting USC right back into this game. It's exactly what they needed to do to get themselves to believe they got a chance to come back and win this game, down 11.
Oh my God. Yes.
You know, I'm gonna order two entire steaks.
That's all right. Yeah, no, you're not. I can't believe you're like 81 Broadway in Brooklyn.
Well, I'm glad you guys are taking us along with you.
Hey, Sarah, you want us to get you something to go?
The panoramic Vista roof in the 24 miles per gallon 2008 Ford Edge.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Wouldn't you like to get away?
A taste so rich and decadent, it belongs in the dessert aisle. Diet Dr. Pepper. There's nothing diet about it.
Create your own instant replays. Get the best HD DVR free. It's better than TiVo. For a limited time, get these great premium channels free for 3 months. You get $100 instant credit on your first bill. Never miss anything when you have a Dish DVR from Dish Network.
Exclusive coverage of the Rose Bowl game presented by Citi on ABC. Brought to you by Citibank. Whatever your story is, your Citi card can help you write it. Citi, let's get it done. Sync, the in-car technology that voice activates your MP3 player, Bluetooth phone, and more. Diet Dr. Pepper. Treat yourself to the rich, decadent taste. There's nothing diet about it. And Allstate, proud sponsors of college football. Are you in good hands?
Lowry's Beef Bowl, one of the great traditions, and Rashard Mendenhall enjoyed dining at Lowry's. And you know, folks, with that 79-yard burst, he equaled the entire offensive output of the first half. That's right.
There's life on the sideline.
79 yards total, and with one running play, he equals it. Rita with the ball on the tee that'll be fielded at the 13-yard line by Johnson. Johnson cuts for a seam, and he is penalty flag thrown on the flags on the play, so hold on now. Let's get this sorted out.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 14 on the return team, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
This is a great look at the zone read and how it works. Here's the read for Juice Williams as his back comes through. Watch the block here to seal it, and a poor angle by Keith Rivers, the linebacker, who's in position to make the play and actually just runs by Mendenhall. I'm just impressed with Mendenhall in the open field. He's known as a power back, but here he shows you he could take it 80 yards for a touchdown.
Oh, Brian Gamble gets a huge assist.
Yep.
We've got to follow 26 as a downfield blocker on that play. He kept the safety from getting a hand on Mendenhall. What a job. I don't think I've seen a receiver follow through any better than that. Now, heat's on the Trojans for the first time. 21-10, they dominated the first half. Chauncey Washington is the running back. Steps behind the right side of the offensive line for 9 yards behind Rachel and Radovich before Steele makes the stop. Here's your offensive leaders now. Booty in that first half did have that one intercepted. McKnight, of course, he's the player that Illinois must keep an eye on. With a tight end and a fullback, their leading receivers. The explosive one is the running back, McKnight. You don't have to worry too much about the wideouts. By now, Illinois knows that. They can hone in now, but McKnight is someone they must identify when he comes on the field. Second down and 2. Motion out of the backfield. Use the fullback heavily for the first down to the 31-yard line.
This is a trademark of an outstanding football team. They've dominated. SC has dominated this football game, and all of a sudden Illinois comes back with a big play to start this second half. The Illinois crowd gets back into the game. There's a penalty that pushes them even further back. This is where they show their experience of being in these kind of games, and we'll see if the youthful Illinois defense, who's played very well throughout this game, can come up with another big stop to try to get the ball back to Juice.
Big Sam Baker, 79 is the left tackle. McKnight has checked in now. He's the running back. They step him over behind Baker on that left side. Circle route. Throw by Booty. Got it. Oh, is he explosive to the 49-yard line before Kevin Mitchell can yank him down.
They've done it the entire game, and they're not going to let up until Illinois shows the ability to stop that. McKnight comes here, and then underneath. They're just trying to get their athletic ability against the Illinois linebackers in space. How often do you hear that when you hear teams talk about attacking against Big Ten defenses? They want to get them in space and try to have the athletic ability, the advantage with the speed, and that's what they're doing tonight with Joe McKnight.
Matt Spanos will move out over the ball now. McKnight stays in the game. Flanker screen, nothing doing that time because of a fine play by freshman Marcus Thomas from Chicago.
The true freshman who's known as a guy who just has a great feel and great instincts in cover 2. He goes right by Walker and makes the play. Outstanding instincts by the true freshman that time, Marcus Thomas.
And again, those wide receivers just can't do much. That was Ronald Johnson. He's a freshman from Muskegon, Michigan. Second down and 10 now. Chauncey Washington back in as the running back behind Booty. Deep drop this time. Underneath, and Chauncey slipping as he came out of the backfield. Made his turn, and this will be third and long for Booty and the Trojans. Fred Davis would be his #1 target. And, of course, Stanley Havili can also come out of that backfield.
Well, here on third down, SC #1 has to protect because Illinois has gotten pressure when they've gotten Booty into third down and long. They've brought linebackers on the pressure. If you look for Davis initially, but also McKnight is checked in to be up here at the slot, the top of the screen.
An empty backfield. 4 down linemen for Illinois. Time for Booty, dropped. Vidal Hazelton, and folks, if there's an Achilles heel on this Trojan team, it's at the wide receiver spot.